Yeah, that's right. I don't know if you took a close look while I was up there, but that's 2001 vintage. La Vieille Fronsac 2001. This is another one of those beautiful direct import older Bordeaux that we encounter in our buying trips this year. And we have been tickled pink with this bottle every time we open it. You know, sometimes there's like, a bit of bottle variation. It's like, oh, if I bat 500 on an older wine, I'm doing pretty good and this sort of deal. Man, we're batting like 900 on this wine. And there's a reason for that. And the reason is Michel Rolland. Well, he's one of the reasons. The great Michel Rolland took over the property or management, blending and making the wine of the property, I think in 2000. And quality just started to skyrocket from there. The American owners knew who to call, how to get in touch with the guy, and how to make their wines better. And the thing with La Vieille Cure is these folks were smart when they purchased it back in the mid-80s with this wealth of old vines, some of the oldest Merlot vines on the right bank of Bordeaux. We're talking up to 70, there might be some that are 100 years old on the property. And with those old vines, you get concentration and you get character. And Rolland knew what to do with those vines. So he made just this gorgeous blockbuster wine with just that little hint of rusticity that lets you know it's Fronsac as opposed to Saint-Emilion. Now, because of that rusticity, because of the reputation of Fronsac as a not as blingy growing area as Saint-Emilion, we can score an amazing deal on this wine. So you have a 13-year-old Bordeaux, perfectly mature, sweet, round, ample, still pumping fruit, still pumping spice and complexity and layers, made by the great Michel Rolland, 13 years old, and it sells for south of $30. Again, we cannot talk enough about the 2001 vintage as far as how underrated it was in the context of Bordeaux. Actually, underrated, kind of forgotten. Sure, there were plenty of 90-point wines. Hell, this was 90-point wine from Bob Parker in 2001. The point is, it was kind of forgotten about in the shuffle to get the 2000s. So basically, these wonderful forgotten wines are there in Bordeaux, ripe for the picking. And boy, we were there knocking on the door first. Getting 2001, and these cats did. And they had brilliant 2001s. So there you go, 2001 Vieille Cure Fronsac, mostly Merlot, old vines, Michel Rolland in the house, 13 years old, 90 points Bob Parker, and for about $1 more than what the current wine is selling for. Pretty easy call from me.